What's up, everybody? Number Baller One. Okay, let me get something straight before I even say anything about Bill and Doug, right? This is my last response to them because I don't want to hear no shit from them two bitches talking about something, trying to piggyback off their name. No one gives a shit about who y'all are, okay? Let's just be real. We just point out shit y'all forget to mention and shit we don't agree with y'all about because you guys are pretty biased. Let's just be honest, okay? I mean, if you guys would just admit you were biased, it'd be a lot easier owning y'all, trust me. I like TNA also, but I know TNA has a lot of problems. TNA's losing money. TNA, even though you would like to talk about the ratings don't compare to the WWE, I mean the ratings, are going down in the WWE on Raw, TNA's ratings still can't even fuck with Raw. The 2.5 in TNA is a dream. It's a dream. Because it's not gonna happen. Well, I mean, it may happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And the best thing for them to do is to try and be a wrestling alternative. But now TNA is so soap opera-ish with all these dramas and all these stupid ass storylines that's becoming what we see on Raw every week. That's what ISBA meant. ISBA didn't mean we see crazy type X Division matches on Raw every week. We see stupid ass storylines every week. Just like on Raw. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to stop being so biased. I mean, I love wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I love the WWE. I love TNA. I love ROH because I know how great all three of them can be. And TNA is not living up to what it can be. Let's just be honest. And you talk about the WWE has poor booking. The WWE doesn't know how to book. Why the fuck do two people have all the belts? And you like to say that Impact accomplishes a lot in an hour? I mean, I'm sorry I'm yelling, y'all, but I just have a lot I disagree. I do agree with y'all on one thing, though. That Vince McMahon is a fraud. Vince McMahon stole a lot of his ideas through the years. I mean, that's just true. I mean, he took basically ECW and made the Attitude Era. So, so he does bite ideas, I give y'all that. And a lot of things y'all said about the WWE, about how like some of the matches awarded now, I give y'all that. And a lot of TNA, you know what I'm saying, they have like, for the most part, better matches. I give y'all that. But if we talk about match of the year candidates, let's just be real. You guys, I can tell what kind of wrestling you guys like. You guys like Spot Fest. You guys just do. I don't care what you want to say. I don't care what you want to, talk about or whatever. Every single match besides maybe the Joe and Christian match that you guys named for match of the year was Spot Fest. The X Division title match was a Spot Fest. The X Division match at Lockdown, Spot Fest. Lethal Lockdown, a Spot Fest. Now the Texas Death Match, not so much. The Lethal Lockdown, it turned like at the end of the match, which y'all probably, the last 10 minutes of the match, was nothing but high spots. You know what I'm saying? It was just wild shit happening, and it was nothing but high spots. You know what I mean? ROH has, guys like Bryan Danielson, guys like Takeshi Morishima, guys like BJ Whitmer even, Delirious, Roderick Strong. They can pull off like the high spot type of matches or whatever, but they can put on epic battles as well. Watch Takeshi Morishima and Nigel McGuinness, and you tell me that has TNA had anything all year to compare to that? Even if we're talking about Spot Fest, those weren't even the best Spot Fest of the year. Because let's just be honest. Okay, the Seidel, Castagnoli, and Briscoe Brothers match, and Respect Deserved, was way better than all those matches you just said. I mean, come on. Like, yeah, they put on good matches, but let's just be real. You know what I mean? And then you like to say 5-star matches. Let me tell you something. Dave Metzler of the Wrestling Observer, the only man that really matters when it comes to rating matches, because he knows what he's talking about, has only rated one TNA match 5 stars. And do you know what that 5-star match was? AJ Styles, who was in ROH for a minute. Christopher Daniels, who was in ROH for a minute, and Samoa Joe, the ROH legend. TNA took all their guys from ROH because they fear ROH. And no one's trying to say that, that ROH can compete with the WWE. We all know they can't. We all know they can't. TNA, maybe they could if they were a wrestling alternative instead of soap operas, just like the WWE is. people pretty much realize, oh, why would we watch these dudes that we know nothing about when we can watch the WWE with the same type of stuff and we know these names? Oh, God. I mean, I don't mean to just sit here and bash TNA, you know what I mean? I love some TNA's talent. I love Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is my favorite wrestler, period. You know what I mean? But this right here should tell you that TNA has problems. Samoa Joe hasn't re-signed with them, okay? His contract is coming up next April. I think it's April or March, I can't remember. He hasn't re-signed with them yet. That's why they're giving him the super push with all these titles, because they're scared they're going to lose him. And it's making the rest of the company suffer. And back to your comment about Impact, you know, about how they accomplish a lot in 1 hour. Let me tell you something, okay? How many times have you watched a TNA pay-per-view and you find out a match is on the pay-per-view at the pay-per-view? Or you have to look on the internet to see if a match is on the pay-per-view. They don't even confirm the final card all the time on Impact, so don't give me that bullshit. And sometimes matches are just thrown together. Sometimes it's like somebody against somebody and they just threw it together. So don't give me that bug. Don't give me that, alright? Impact, they do try. It's been better, you know, the past few weeks. But it's been shit before. Let's just be real. Impact has been shit. And I like Impact better than I like ECW, but let's be honest. ECW is a better wrestling show than Impact is. I don't like ECW because ECW is becoming gimmicky and, you know, stupid, rather. And they watered down a lot of their matches because it's only an hour. But it's more of a wrestling show. It don't seem as rushed as Impact does. You know what I mean? And one other thing you said about ECW. The only reason ECW has the name ECW is because they needed another brand to push their young talent. Okay? They didn't name it ECW to try and make it ECW. They did that. They needed a name. They didn't want to call it Heat again, and they needed a name to push their young talent. CM Punk will probably be on Raw next year sometime. Johnny Nitro, a.k.a. John Morrison, may be on SmackDown or Raw next year sometime. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you two cunts? I mean, I don't mean to call y'all that. I actually used to like y'all, but y'all just turning a blind eye to everything that TNA does wrong. You know what I mean? TNA does a lot of great things. You guys, y'all pointing that out. Okay, I give y'all that. But they do a lot of shitty stuff as well, and y'all should point that out also. You know what I mean? And Truth Slayer, you know, I don't like y'all coming at Truth Slayer, because Truth Slayer actually knows what he's talking about. Truth Slayer is not trying to say that ROH is, you know, the most powerful thing out there. And then, you know, what he is saying is that ROH is the best product right now. ROH has the best storylines because they're simple and anybody can understand them, and they're not soap opera-ish. They have the best matches because I think in their existence they had what, 3 5-star matches? Let's see, let me go down the list. No, 4, I think. Joe Punk 2, great match, better than any hour-long match I've ever seen in my life. Do Fixer versus Blood Generation. If you talk about a spot fest, that's what that should be right there. That match right there. Kobashi and Joe, and I think that's it. If anybody can think of any other ones, let me know. And countless 4-star matches. I can't even name how many 4-star matches they had. You know what I'm saying? So TNA, get that shit about TNA out of here. You know what I mean? They have the best matches. They're good, but not the best matches. But anyway, in any event, I can't think of anything else I disagree with y'all about. But I'll holler at y'all later. I'll probably be back with another video. I don't know. Nightmare Baller 1. Peace. I'm out.